Awards for Excellence in Architecture. The myriad botanical gardens provide welcome urban recreation for Oklahoma City residents and visitors alike. The design by Gensler, Washington, D.C. combines architectural beauty, spaces for reflection, and a family-fun garden campus that is spiritually uplifting. Light and space flow through the Wyoming residence in Glen Echo, Maryland, an elegant, modern home designed by Robert M. Gurney, FAIA architect. The well-proportioned, resource-efficient abode is well-suited to its woodland setting. The sophisticated Affiliated Dermatologists of Virginia office building in Richmond, designed by SMBW, assembles a crisp materials palette in clean, clear ways. The solid void envelope engagement visually connects the logically articulated interior spaces and the site. The form of the Indiana University Cyber Infrastructure Building in Bloomington, Indiana, is modern in its minimalism. Throughout the complex, Smith Group JJR, Durham, North Carolina, paid particular attention to functional expression and natural light to encourage collaboration among information technologists. For the University of South Florida School of Music in Tampa, Hanbury Evans Wright Vladis & Company, collaborating with Performance Architecture, integrated support spaces as acoustic buffers. Latticed walls add both continuity throughout the facility and variety within formally configured spaces. The welcoming courtyard and flowing spaces of Tulane University's Weatherhead Hall, designed by Hanbury Evans Wright Vladis & Company, with John C. Williams Architects, architect of record, effectively connect living, learning, and bucolic serenity on the New Orleans campus. Awards for Excellence in Contextual Design. Clear in concept and exemplary in detailing, the Glave and Holmes architecture design for the Carol Weinstein International Center in Richmond, with its reference-rich courtyard, is entirely appropriate to the center's purpose. The building is at once inventive and playful, iconic and contextual. At a glance, the subtle regional cues of the James P. Muldoon River Center proclaim its St. Mary's City, Maryland setting. Siting and massing of the building by Muse Architects are excellent. The plan is smart, and the view down the loggia to the water is captivating. The Riverside Barbecue Pavilion at Yellowstone Bend Ranch, Big Timber, Montana, also by Muse Architects, is a great modern interpretation of the under-recognized open-air pavilion. It evokes old state park shelters as it nestles into the hillside toward the water and will only get better with age. Awards for Excellence in Residential Design. With the restoration/renovation of an addition to a 1930s residence in Washington, Muse Architects introduced an interior courtyard, glass wall, and a garden terrace that make reference to and reinvigorate older elements. Respectful, resource-efficient additions genuinely enhance the original home. The planar front facade of the Dog Trot at Stony Point in Charlottesville, Virginia, heightens the sense of arrival to this environmentally sensitive retreat by Hayes & Ewing Design Studio. The carefully detailed interior spaces open to the dog trot and provide enclosed access to a masterfully landscaped backyard. WDG architecture used solid, familiar materials and a strong definition of public space transparency and individual space privacy to subtly humanize the scale of the Genelia Farm Apartments in Ashburn, Virginia. The very large multifamily project complements its surroundings beautifully. Awards for Excellence in Interior Design. 27 Architecture derived the Design Army headquarters interior from the style and professionalism of their DC graphic design firm client. Within a refurbished building and new city master plan, the architect provided both the workplace and additional rental space the client desired. KGD Architecture's design for the Winkler Family Trust offices in the Alexandria Torpedo Factory took advantage of the building's industrial aesthetic and river views as they custom-furnished spaces to reflect the client's culture of transparency, open space, expansive glass, and unique personality. To accommodate an expanding Austin, Texas office of a highly collaborative global software provider, Smith Group JJR, Washington, D.C., designed the 47,000 square foot Advisory Board Company Crimson as a ribbon of functional, interactive workspaces anchored on each end with areas for reinvigoration. For their own architectural office, Smith Group JJR, Washington, D.C., employed an open plan that reduces space requirements by optimizing team interaction. The welcoming, comfortable, and efficient design demonstrates to clients how beauty, productivity, and sustainability are naturally symbiotic. Awards for Excellence in Historic Preservation. The McCormick Goodhart Mansion in Langley Park, Maryland, remains true to its original character. The Booker Borges Group showed their mastery in restoration technology, respectful and distinct addition design, and culturally sensitive reuse of vacant buildings on the site. In this reactivation of 3 major historic spaces at the University of Virginia Garrett Hall, Architectural Resources Group and Fraser Associates balanced their design focus on restoration and sustainability, from historic finishes to new skylights that artfully introduce daylight down to the lower levels. In the exterior and interior restoration of and distinctive additions to the Robert H. Smith Center at Montalto in Charlottesville, Virginia, Glave and Holmes architecture closely adhered to the Secretary of Interior standards. The repurposed interior successfully retains a residential charm.